Aquaman is bulletproof. Isn't Aquaman magic? So Aquaman can also fly? Wait, I don't think Aquaman can fly. I don't think Aquaman can fly. I know Aqualad's like, isn't Aqualad bulletproof? I don't know. I don't pay attention to DC. Y'all are asking me questions I don't know. Alright, so now I need to check that way to the south. Prime Earth Aquaman can fly? Why? Why would they do that? That's stupid. That's so dumb. Oh, I need to go this way. Do you see Gods and Monsters? Never heard of it. I didn't think I could make that jump. Check out Zero, great comic. What's Zero about? How am I supposed to get there? I'm gonna try to jump to reach that. Crazy? Nope. Batman's son, Damian Wayne, had powers? Really? How do you get powers? That's weird. Mostly dying. Wow. Zero was a near future James Bond. I'm not a big James Bond fan though. I know y'all are finding out a lot about me of things I don't like. It must be weird, I'm sorry. Because he's dead. Psychedelic are just good at times. We're probing. You're probing me. Wait. That doesn't sound healthy. Probing. Yeah, you heard me. We're probing you. That makes me scared. Alex Scott has been your favorite recent author? Never heard of him. I literally don't know anything. I just do grad school. I do grad school, and then I do job stuff, and I stream. No, but seriously, you should at least check out Gods and Monster Shorts on YouTube. Oh, it's a YouTube series? Earth Prime Nightwing uses guns. Mexican Superman is the best Superman. What? Mexican Superman? You stopped reading comics for 10 years? Well, I mean, it's just... excuse me, I don't have time to keep up with anything. Like, even normal books. Oh, my throat is dying. I might have to stop streaming soon. This discussion on Superman being able to take a punch and subsequent stuff really killed my throat, apparently. He was raised by Mexicans. Like, even normal books, I like to read normal books, and I haven't had time. Oh man, do y'all hear my throat? It sounds terrible right now. Oh my gosh. not letting me. You prefer Russian Superman? I think I saw that one. Wasn't he like super, like he was down to kill or whatever, and he was weak to, wasn't he weak to a different sun or something? I need some lemonade? No, I just need to stop talking. I killed my throat. Like, I'm still trying to get my throat rehabbed, and apparently it's not where I want it to be yet, which is annoying. Wasn't like the Red Sun his power or something in that comic? Oh, there's so many shortcuts I can take. I don't want to be trapped here though. Oh shoot. Doesn't lemonade help the throat? But this isn't like a normal just sore throat thing. This is like my whole giant medical condition thing that I'm dealing with. And my throat gets tired like this from doing my speech therapy stuff, because I have to actively talk a different way, and my body's not used to it. My throat's not used to it. So after, whenever my throat's done, like it's literally done, pause and get a drink. That's what I'm saying, like y'all don't understand, a drink is not going to help. It's like, it's the whole irritable larynx syndrome, speech therapy, practice, all that stuff. Like, it's not just a drink. Unfortunately, as much as I would love for it to just be a drink. So I might have to stop streaming soon. This place doesn't really have anything. Did I go up top or did I go up bottom? Read up about it, need a lot more than a drink, yeah. Like, it's a mix. Like, irritable larynx syndrome is only one part of the equation. They're still trying to figure out the other part. And I might have to go get another scope shoved down my throat so they can look at my esophagus here in a couple of weeks. It's pretty annoying. Yeah, I remember Superman landed in the USSR, but I don't remember the full thing. I thought that was, maybe it was an alternate comic book where like the Red Sun was the one that gave him strength or something. I don't know. I don't really remember. Maybe I'm mixing them up, or like merging two comics together. I can't remember if I went up that top path or not. He was just a commie. Ah. Oh right, yeah. Wasn't Luthor like the Lex Luthor became the good guy, or something like that? Trying to fight for freedom or whatever. What are these things? Superman comics still struggle to make both understandable characters. And with that, you have to take a shot. So Vayne has the most speed now, it seems. Did I go up here already? Doesn't seem like I went up here. He's still faster than us though. You always figured Lex was pro-humanity. That's what I thought. Like, I mean, he definitely seems like he's got some bad guy tendencies in there, but it seems like he just kind of wants to be the hero, and he hates. Ooh, I got chrome crystals. I needed those. And he just hates Superman stealing his shine. So it made him go the opposite way instead. I don't know. Because I've seen many ways, many things in which like Lex would have become a good guy. So while we're talking on this subject of comics, before my voice is completely dead, I want to get y'all's opinion. And oh no, it's not me asking what do you think. Nick Fury said to Thor to make him unworthy again, though I'm still curious about that. But like, with the whole universe changed now from this whole Secret Wars thing, like, do you feel like it was a waste to make the Who Killed the Watcher? Like, why would they do that if they were gonna just make the whole universe be completely eradicated anyway, right? The reason Lex went bad in the first place was because Superman took all his business away. Before Superman, the world needed Lex's gear to defend and fight. Then Superman showed up and does everything. That profit margin dough. To sell bad comics. Yeah, I was interested in the Watcher thing. And then all of a sudden, like, Thor loses his hammer. And then Jane becomes the new Thor. Which, my only qualm with Jane becoming the new Thor is that she had the name Thor. Because, like, Thor's name is Thor. Like, she can't have his name too. Like, it doesn't make sense. Then he just, what's it called? Just the son of Odin all the time? It was like, you can't, he lost his name and his hammer? Dang, man. He must have really messed up whatever Nick Fury said to him. It must have been dark, right? Oh yeah, I need to go to the schoolhouse. So, I don't know. I kind of like the idea that they had of having Bucky becoming the new fly on the wall thing or whatever. I think that fit Bucky really well. So it's like, does that still exist in one of the universes, or is all that negated? Did Franklin make a universe where that could still be a possibility? Like, I mean, I guess it leaves all of the... You're gonna stream too? Just call me Jeggerd. I guess all of the prior lore was intact. We just have to be like, well, in this other universe. Because now the Earth is what, Prime Earth now instead of Earth Prime like DC. So we just have to say old Earth 60 whatever. You actually like the first 3 arcs of Thor in the recent reboot, Batman 2. But you're okay with all the mythology remakes. Like, I don't mind Thor going back to using Jawborn and stuff. It's just, the only problem I had was that she took his name too, because it's like, that's his name. They could have made her have another name that wasn't Thor to be less confusing, because that's his actual name at birth. So that's just like, I don't know. But then it doesn't even matter anymore. Like the Watcher, if you read more into the lore, he doesn't really matter anyway, because the Beyonders, like, what is he watching for? No one cares. Do we really care that he died? He interferes and helps with this thing or that thing, but like, in the end doesn't matter. It's kind of a loser anyway. And then Nick Fury's trapped on the moon. Did they see all this happening? Nobody tried to save Nick Fury off the moon? Because he became the new Watcher? The whole eye thing just still baffled me anyway. I don't know. Don't even explain continuity, just write good stuff. I mean, I like for things to flow and have a nice solid history if you're gonna reference things as a comic writer or something. Unless you clearly say, this is a made-up universe or something in a different world on its own. Then yeah, sure, write what you want if it's good, beautiful. But if you're following like a main storyline, Continuity has to be there for me. Otherwise I just get confused. It makes no sense and I don't know what's up or down. Dang it, he always touches me. Why do I need this bigger world? What do you mean, why do I need this bigger world? I just like, if I'm reading a comic and then I go on to read another comic and they just like, one says one thing and one says the other, but they're supposed to be in the same world, then it throws me off and I can't enjoy it as much. If they're in different worlds, I don't care. But if it's like the same universe, same world, same characters, but in here they do one thing and the other thing it contradicts it or backtracks it, there's no continuity, I don't care. That it just makes it hard for me to follow it. Marvel and DC have this larger interconnected world. Why? What do you mean? I guess I'm confused as to what you're asking. Commander Fury and Amanda Walter, best team up. Are you asking about like Nick Fury, or are you asking about Marvel and DC? I don't care if Marvel and DC are connected. I don't like that. They don't need to be connected in my opinion. Sorry, I'm an idiot sometimes and I don't understand things easy. I don't understand easy concepts sometimes. My apologies. Why is the story itself insufficient? Because if it's supposed to be for me, because like for me, if I'm reading a book, it seems like a crutch. It's not a crutch. It's just, it flows better. Like, why would I read something in one world where it's like, okay, this story and all this happened, and then like next month another comic series comes out, same world, but none of the prior stuff happened before, and they do something completely different that makes no sense based on the story that happened before it, even though it was after the time of those events. It doesn't flow well for me. It's not a crush, it's just the continuity is broken, the world history is broken. They say, you know, this is another universe or something, okay, fine. If it's a good story, cool. But if you completely negate events that happened before the time that comic is written and do something different, then it just throws it off. And then you get broken storylines and you get all the stuff that makes Marvel crap now that everyone says. Half the time people say Marvel is crap is because things don't flow well. There's no continuity. Things get changed so easy. You know, it's like if I were to read a R.A. Salvatore book, and then in one story, Drizador dies completely because Gromf blows his face off and he can't recover. And then a book comes out like 2 months later. Same storyline, same universe, same world, but Drizzt back. Him and Gromf never met, but it was clearly after the time of those series of events because the war that was going on in the background has now come to completion. It's like the Jin that just throws it off for me. Am I looking for death? Maybe, yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Oh yeah, I have to kill these dudes. Find death with a single writer rarely. Yeah. Then make sure the end bits match. Yeah, exactly. But, you know, a lot of comics don't tend to do that, so then I tend to get confused. But then what also happens is some people follow that, so then you have all these fractured universes in which this thing could happen or that thing could happen. Then you get the ultimate universe, and then you get Earth 6000 whatever, and then you get Earth 13 whatever, and then you get Earth this and Prime that, and then no one knows what's what. So then there becomes too many of them. That makes it difficult. But I mean, I guess that's the beauty of comics, is it's for you to keep in order. and explore those timelines. So I don't mind that. That just confuses. I'm just saying that confuses me at times. Problem is that with several writers, the frameworks get overwrought. You can't write things when there's 1,000+ comics before you started. Yeah, you just said what I said. Yeah. That's happened. The barbarian guy gets curb stomped by a demon and dragged to hell. Shows up later. You just don't accept the comic world problem. I mean, if you're not looking for depth, then I guess you don't have to accept it. And maybe comics shouldn't be read for depth. They should just be read for a good story at that time, and then everything else should be ignored. Maybe, but I feel like comic writers try to make everything be in depth and connected, so we can't ignore it. Here's the problem. Actual people write these stories. And they want to have some flexibility to write the story they want to write. Rather than being shoehorned into a world created by the 20 people before them. Yeah. Hey, Kaiko. What's going on? So, Kaiko's streaming again, so y'all should follow her. Thank you for the host, Kurt Dog. Y'all are hosting and raiding, and I actually have to like stop soon because my throat is like literally dying. That raid though. That's what I'm talking about. Imagine trying to write a decent Batman comic. Oh, she's small chat. It's alright, Kaiko will read. So that means I have to raid myself because I was technically lurking in your channel the whole time I've been streaming. So I have to raid myself. Yeah, y'all definitely follow Kaiko. She was streaming some Tales today. I don't know which one it was, but she was streaming it. But yeah, I mean, I can see what you're saying, Ruford. Like, it would be hard trying to write something with your own freedom if 20 other people made the world, or some people made the world before you did. But then that's why you just have to make your own world outside of that. Like, is it really that hard to make your own universe? Or state that this is a parallel story or something like that? Does it cheapen the comic if it's not written in the mainstream universe? Maybe for some, but if the story's that good, would people care after that? They probably will want that to be the main universe in the end. Right? You have to be allowed to do so? Well, yeah, I mean, you have to get the right permissions and stuff. You have to get something to drink, though. Well, Kaiko, I'm literally going to be ending in like the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes or less. Because my throat is dead now. DC allowed some people to do so with the City of Owls. Is that stereo? Yeah, that's the one. Oops, I don't want to go off campus. I need a fuse. We'll have to do jobs and stuff tomorrow. That bone grave doesn't really give us anything there. So that's kind of annoying. Let's... Yeah, I can see it being tough to like make a new story in a new world if you have to get permissions. But I mean, maybe if they like your storyboard, then they'll give you permissions. Which can be tough to pass, I guess, yeah. Oh, I can just use these? Oh, that's good. Why write real comics when you can write fan fiction? Oh boy. I mean, fan fiction is a popular thing, but can you really make money off of that? Like, I imagine the difference is money, right? It's pretty much the same thing, but with pictures. You weren't serious. Oh, it's serious now. Go read a Reminder comic. I don't know what that is. It's amazing how much of that paper is used in alchemy in both games. I bet. Alright, so we got it saved. I have to stop streaming here. I really don't want to. It's so early. But my throat is, like, dead. And it hurts a lot. So, I'm going to stop here. I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe I'll go a little bit longer tomorrow to make up for today. I'll try to. But I want to thank everybody for coming out in the host. Sorry it was so short. I really do apologize. My throat, as y'all can see, is not better yet. I'm trying to get it there. I'm really trying. I don't know, these stupid medicines they have me take do absolutely nothing. The speech therapy can only do so much. I don't know. I'll get there though. But we are going to since the idea of FTL came up, I'm gonna host Dark Twinge. If you don't know Dark Twinge is like one of the best FTL players that I know of outside of like Lethal Frag. Like those are the two best for me. I don't know many people who play FTL, but I mean I know people who play it, but I don't know people on their level. FTL is playing. He's working on some tips and tricks videos for that. If you have any questions about the game, they can help you out. I will be back tomorrow. I'm pretty much gonna take a vow of silence between now and tomorrow's stream so I can actually talk during it. And I will see y'all then. Thank you for watching.